Very good morning, children. Welcome to the online education of class 7 science. So, dear students, already in the previous class, I started the lesson winds, storms, and cyclones. So, dear students, in the previous class, I explained about the content air expands on heating. For that, we have studied an activity wherein we took a beaker and we have taken a burning tube and we have made its mouth tight with the help of balloon, and when it is put it in the glass tube, burning tube with the balloon, when it is put into the glass what the beaker which is contain the hot water, the balloon in the burning tube is inflated due to the heavy temperature. Okay, at the same time, if you take another beaker with the cold water, and when this burning tube with the balloon is put inside it, so the balloon is deflated. So this gives the clear information that always the air expands on heating. Okay, means heat makes the air to expand and occupies the space, whereas the coldness makes the air to reduce, lower its pressure and reduce in size. Okay, so this we have studied in the previous class. So in today's class, let me explain the same concept of air expands on heating with the help of one more activity, that is activity 8.6. So in this activity, so you have to take two paper bags, empty paper bags you have to take, which are made of paper, so of the same size, they should be of the same size, and you have to hang these two bags in the inverted shape, means in the reverse manner. Its mouth should be open, so that open part of the mouth of these two paper bags should be inverted, means below, okay, facing towards the earth. So tie these two paper bags with the empty paper bags to a stick. Okay, by the inverted shape, means the face should its open mouth should be towards the earth. Okay, so you should tie its two ends of the paper bags to a stick. Okay, wooden stick or any metal pipe. Okay, now take a piece of thread and tie it in the middle of the stick. One piece of thread you have to take, you have to tie it to that piece of thread to in the middle of the that stick which you have taken to tie these two paper bags. So in the like how in the manner where you hold the balance, spring balance weighing machine, same manner you have to hold it. Okay, so now you hold the stick in the middle by the thread. Okay, you have to hold the stick not directly, by holding the thread in the middle so that it can be balanced as shown in the figure 8.7. So look at the figure 8.7 first picture, where two paper bags which are tied to a stick in the inverted manner, which are empty one, and to that stick there is one something is tied, that is a thread, so that it is in the balanced position now. So what you need to do now, you have to put a candle flame. One candle flame you have to put below any one of the paper bags as shown in the figure 8.7. So now look at the second figure. So they have put one candle flame under any one of the paper bags, or left one or right one. So immediately you observe the changes which happens there. So what do you see? There is change in the balance of the two bags. There is a disturbance in the balance of the bags. So when the candle flame is put below any one of the paper bags, there is a disturbance in the balance. Earlier it was in balanced condition, now it is not. So why this imbalance in this two paper bags happened? So this is because it is the indication of warm air rises up. Okay, so what happened here, when you put the candle flame under any one of the paper bags, so the air just above the flame, it gets heated up, so that it becomes warm. So that warm air always try to rise up. Okay, because of that reason, when the warm air rises up above the candle flame, so it pushes the bag upwards. The bag which is there, because of the warm air, it is pushed upwards and it becomes lighter. Okay, it is pushed upwards, at the same time it becomes lighter. Okay, that's why there is a disturbance in the balance, as the warm air is lighter than cold air. Okay, so warm air becomes it becomes lighter, so it pushes the paper bag upwards. Hence the warm air always makes the air lighter. It is always lighter than the cold air. So now you can explain me why smoke rises up. See, you burn something, suppose any wood or any fuel you will put, or some plastic and something you will burn. So at the time, why the smoke always rises up, why it does not come down? It is because the smoke, when it's whenever the something is burnt, the smoke get raised due to the warm air pushes it upwards, not downwards, because it is a light in air, light in quantity, in size, I mean in the weight. Okay, so that's why, so it is very important to remember that on heating the air is expands. Okay, on hitting any object the air expands, it becomes bigger in size, it expands, it tries to occupies more and more space. Occupy expands in the sense it try to occupy more and more space. Okay, so when the same thing happens, the to occupy the more space, it becomes lighter. So hence the warm air is always therefore lighter than the cold air. So that is the reason the smoke goes up. So warm air always, air always lighter than the cold air. So hence the warm air always lighter. So hence what happens, the smoke always rises up because of this reason only. So in natural, many of the conditions, what happens in nature also, there are several changes takes place, situations takes place, wherein when warm air rises at that place, the air pressure at that place is also lowered, the pressure in that place is lowered. So when the warm air rises up, okay, at one particular place the warm air is rising, so at that time the pressure at that place also becomes less. So hence, so there is cold air in the surroundings, from the surrounding places it tries to occupy that place. When the warm air gets heated up and start to rise up, the pressure is lowered in that place, hence the surrounding cold air from in that place, so that starts to try to occupy its space, to tries to fill up its place. Okay, so this sets up the convection in air, as we studied in the lesson